In the heart of Africa's vast savannas, a painted predator roams the land, with ears like satellite dishes and a coat patterned like modern art. The African wild dog is one of nature's most remarkable hunters, known scientifically as lycaon, pictus, meaning painted wolf. These animals are neither true wolves nor domestic dogs. They belong to their own unique genus, shaped by millions of years of evolution. Each wild dog's coat is as individual as a fingerprint, with splashes of yellow, black, brown, and white, but beauty alone does not define them. Their story is about survival, cooperation, and tragedy in one of the toughest ecosystems on Earth. Unlike lions or leopards, wild dogs rely on teamwork above all. They live in packs that can number from half a dozen to over 20 individuals. And within these packs lies one of the most cooperative social systems in the animal kingdom. There is usually a dominant breeding pair, the alpha male and female. But unlike some species, where dominance means constant fighting, here it often means stability and care. Pups are born into a family that protects and feeds them collectively. Every hunt is carried out with astonishing coordination. Imagine a relay race, but instead of a baton, the goal is survival. Wild dogs spread out across the plains, communicating with chirps, whistles, and body signals. They can run at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour, but more importantly, they can sustain that pace over long distances. This endurance allows them to exhaust prey like impalas or gazelles. One dog may chase, then another takes over when the prey swerves. Together, they push the animal to its limits until it collapses. The success rate of wild dog hunts can be as high as 80%. Compare that to lions, which often succeed only a quarter of the time. But such efficiency does not mean cruelty. Wild dogs kill quickly, often in less than a minute, reducing suffering for their prey. Once the meal is ready, the entire pack participates in the feast. What's extraordinary is who eats first. Not the alphas, not the strongest, but the pups. The youngest members are given priority to ensure the survival of the next generation. Adults will even regurgitate food to feed them if necessary. This altruism extends to the sick and the injured as well. If a pack member cannot hunt, the others still share food. This loyalty builds bonds stronger than blood. Yet despite their cooperative nature, African wild dogs face a precarious existence. Their numbers have plummeted over the last century, once ranging across nearly all of sub-Saharan Africa. Today, only about 6,000 remain. They are scattered in fragmented populations, vulnerable to disease and human conflict. Rabies and distemper, often transmitted by domestic dogs, can wipe out entire packs. Habitat loss is another pressing threat. As farmland expands, wild dogs are squeezed into smaller areas, forced into conflict with humans. Farmers often see them as a danger to livestock, even though they prefer wild prey. Traps, snares, and bullets have taken a heavy toll. And because their packs are so socially dependent, the loss of even a few individuals can collapse the whole group. Conservationists call them one of Africa's most endangered carnivores. But there is hope. Protected areas like Botswana's Okavango Delta, Tanzania's Selous, and South Africa's Kruger National Park have become sanctuaries. Here, wild dogs still thrive in natural numbers. Conservation groups are working with local communities to change perceptions. By proving that ecotourism revenue can outweigh livestock losses, attitudes are slowly shifting. Wild dogs have also become symbols of ecological balance. By hunting primarily weak or sick animals, they keep prey populations healthy. Their presence is an indicator of ecosystem stability. Lose the wild dog, and the ripple effect reaches everything from grasslands to rivers. But their survival depends not only on protected parks, because wild dogs roam vast distances, sometimes over 1,500 square kilometers, they need connected landscapes. Wildlife corridors linking national parks are essential to their future. Scientists are also tracking their movements with GPS collars. This research helps understand how they adapt to pressures from humans, lions, and hyenas. Yes, even apex hunters face dangers of their own. Hyenas frequently steal their kills. Lions, much larger and stronger, will kill wild dogs to reduce competition. In fact, lions are one of the leading natural causes of wild dog mortality. So, wild dogs must balance courage with caution. They rely on their speed, agility, and teamwork to survive in a world of giants. Watching them in action is like witnessing a perfectly choreographed dance. Each dog knows its role, from flankers to chasers to blockers. The hunt becomes a living network of trust and instinct. When a pup is born, the entire pack's energy shifts toward protection and care. Nannies stay behind during hunts to guard the young. The sounds of their twittering calls echo across the grasslands, unlike any other carnivore's voice. And when the sun sets on the savannah, the pack gathers, tails wagging, reaffirming their bonds. The African wild dog is a reminder that survival does not always belong to the strongest alone. Sometimes, it belongs to those who work together, who share, and who sacrifice for one another. In a time when individuality is celebrated, these animals teach us the power of unity. They may be endangered, but they are also enduring symbols of resilience. Their story is still being written, and its ending depends on us. If we protect their habitats, respect their role, and see them not as pests but as partners in nature, the painted wolf may yet run free across Africa's plains for generations to come.